So this is installation and configuration of Ansible. Right, so we will be installing Ansible on CentOS 8. In case if you want to install it on Ubuntu, then you have apt-get. You can use that, or you can use the pip command to install the Ansible. So this is a lab. We'll be working on machines here. This, I have two machines. Right, so one I'll make it as a control node, the other one will be your managed node. All right, so let me show you the version that I'm using here is CentOS Linux 8.2, right? And then the same goes here. All right, so we will be installing Ansible on this CentOS machine. So let me first go ahead and install the extra packages. That is EPEL release. Yes. Right, so now we can go ahead and install the Ansible. Say bye. Still in the process of installing it. It installs the Python. Okay. And now let's see the version that we have installed, the Ansible version, and then we have Ansible installed, which is 2.9.11. All right, so now we're done with the installation. In order to make the Ansible work, right, in order to run the Ansible ad hoc and playbook, we need to configure the machines. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a user. That will be user add a DevOps, using a DevOps. All right, so a DevOps, and then let me set a password for a DevOps, and some password here. Okay, so now we have added the a DevOps. We have set the password. Let's give it a sudo access. Just go ahead and add here. That will be a DevOps entry in sudoers. That will be for all. Password is no password, so that when it connects, it should not ask for password. Okay. So that will be all. And this will be for the sudoers file. Okay, we are creating a file under the sudoers.d, and we can check that by. So now we have given sudo access to this user, right? So once we are done, let's go ahead and in the client machine also we'll do the same thing. We'll add a user. We'll add a DevOps. Set the password. DevOps password, and put some password here which you remember. Okay, and let's go ahead and add the same entry in the sudoers. Let's give it the sudo access. Okay, and press enter. And in the client, we'll have to ensure that we have the SSH connection also enabled, so that this user from the control node can connect to the host node. All right, so that will be vi etc ssh and ssh d underscore config. Press enter. Look for password and enable the password authentication yes, and comment the one which says no. Okay, let me just save this file and then say systemctl restart the service of SSH. All right, we are done with that. We have set the password. So let me just go and do SU and then change the user to a DevOps. and create a passwordless, okay, and this SSH keygen, which will create the connection between the control node and the managed node as a passwordless. Okay, so let's go with the default, and now let's copy the key to the other node. So that will be a Devops, and we'll take the IP address here. This is the one. Let me copy that and enter. It'll ask you for a password. Just give the password. Okay, and if I do it again, okay, this time it doesn't ask. So let me just exit from here, and I will have to add the entry of this machine in the Ansible inventory file. So I'll just go ahead and add it in the inventory file. So let me name the group as web servers, and entry here and save the file. All right. So once I'm done with this, I'll just run a command called Ansible okay, followed by the group name servers, web servers -m. Okay, there you see the connection looks good because you get a response which says ping and then you get a response as pong. So let me just run and command. Okay, and it will be web server -m. Okay, and then I say name, press enter. It says could not match the web server. Okay, so it is web servers. Okay, the host name is web servers, and I press enter. All right, so it gives the host name of the other machine, that is this machine. So let me check that host name, and then if you see here, the machine name is the same. All right, so this is very simple for the configuration and installation of Ansible.